Hello, I'm Juan Felipe Tetay from Colombia, South America. I'm one of the designers of the new KANIWABA Pedal Kit for your Suron. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Here are the instructions to install your new kit. Welcome to the KANIWABA Pedal Kit version 2 installation video. To install the pedal kit, you will need your KANIWABA pedal kit. You will need a 14mm socket wrench, a 12mm socket wrench, a 1/4 socket wrench to hold the bit, an adapter for your ratchet, a 10mm wrench, but all of this can be supplied with a spanner wrench if you don't have these sockets. You'll need a 6mm Allen wrench, 2.5mm Allen wrench, 6mm bit, a screwdriver, ratchet, torque wrench, whichever beer you like, your cranks, just in case you purchase the cranks with the kit. Please take into account that the left pedal must match the left crank, and the right crank, you can see here, must match the right pedal. A power tool if you want, and a hammer. So all of these are the parts you need to do the job. Okay, so first step is to remove the left side hanger or bracket, and the first thing we need to do is remove the induction sensor that tells the bike when the side stand is down. So we move to the other side. And you can see the induction sensor right over here. So what we're going to do, I need to remove it. I don't have mine installed because sometimes when it gets wet it cuts the power of the motor. So okay, we removed it, we can continue. Okay, now we're gonna set loose these screws using, I prefer you to use a ratchet and a 6mm bit. So then you set them loose. And then I like using a power tool to get the bolts off. Okay, so first one's off. Now we push the peg a little bit. So now we've got the left side bracket off. Later on we'll remove these parts. Now we do the same on the other side. This is loose. The other one. Then we get our power tool. Push the peg a little bit forward. Take the bolt off here, and the other one, and then the other bracket is off. Okay, so first we take the 14mm socket wrench, and then we use it to take off the pegs. We're gonna do first the right side. Remove the peg, and then I like to put on the nut so I won't lose it. Then we go to the other bracket. Set the peg loose also. Okay. these here. Okay, so now we are going to remove the spring from the side stand. This might be the trickiest part in the whole process, so first you need to put your screwdriver through this part, then just hold it so you can do some lever, lift, and there you go. The spring's off. Afterwards, you need to take your 12mm socket, get it on with your ratchet, and remove this bolt here. This nut, I'm sorry. Okay, so now we remove the spring and the nut, and now we're going to remove this bolt that holds the side stand to the left side bracket. Okay, it's off. And these are removed. And now we need to remove this pin that holds the spring. So now we've finished this assembly. Now please take your kit, remove the left side nut. Remember that this is a left hand nut, so it removed the opposite direction of the right side. Okay, so here you have your hanger or bracket. Then you take the pin you removed from the original left side bracket and you put it in this part. Then you take your 10mm hex wrench and tighten it down. Okay. Then please take the side stand, put it in so that the holes match. Then take the pin, the bolt, and just finish putting it with the power tool. Okay. Okay, so when you finish this, you put on the nut. Okay, and then we need to put the spring back on. So please put this part, I mean the shorter hook, on the upper side pin, and then we'll take the screwdriver again and use it to put the spring on. There you go. There you have your left side bracket ready. And you put it in. You can also remove the right side nut. The washer. And we use the 2.5mm Allen wrench to let the collars loose. This one's already loose. This one's also loose. And now we're going to install it on the bike. Okay, so now we are going to install your new kit on your bike. You just need to fix a position here. I like to start with this top bolt because it holds the position down better. Okay, so I just put it in a little bit, and then before I put on the second screw, I need Loctite 242 medium strength blue color to make sure that these bolts will hold on for a long time. So I just put some on the front of the screw, and then put this one on. You just rock the hanger a little bit until you can get hold of the thread. Then you just do until it reaches the end. We're gonna set a torque, specific torque for these screws later. This is very important. So now we'll need to remove this screw again. So now, before putting in the second screw, we put some Loctite on again. Okay, now let's move to the other side. Okay, now on the other side, we'll repeat the same procedure. We just take the screw, put on some Loctite, put it on top, this will be lower bolt. Okay, so now we're going to set the specific torque for these screws. Please set your torque wrench to 25 Newton meter, and then we start fixing the bolts until it clicks. Okay, then we go to the other one. Just in case you don't have a torque wrench, you can set the torque with the power tool and then go and give it almost a quarter of a turn until you feel it's very tightened, and then you're all set. But this is very important because you don't want these bolts to become loose afterwards. Repeat the same procedure here. Okay, the next step is to center the spindle. You see it has a little bit of the round part coming out, and here it's a little bit bigger. So we just get a hammer, tap slightly until both of them are outside the same length. You can measure them, but I see that it looks like the spindle center now. Okay, so now we are going to install your new KANIWABA cranks. Since we're working on the left side bracket, please make sure you are using the left crank that says right over here. Okay, so you just put the crank on the spindle, take a washer. Now we are going to fix the nut that holds down the crank. Please use the black nut, which is left hand thread. Again, put some Loctite, some blue Loctite inside. Then this will tighten down counterclockwise. Then get your 9/16 socket. Use your ratchet. Okay, just clean the excess off and then we're good to go. Let's repeat the procedure on the other side. You just put the crank on, make sure it's the right side, so it says R here, and make sure it's offset 180 degrees from the left side crank. Then put your washer on, get your right hand bolt nut, put on some thread locker, and then okay, and now it's time to fix the spindle position. So move the collars completely flushed against the bearings. This is how it should look like. It must be completely flushed against the bearing. And same goes on the other side. Okay, so now to fix the collars position, you get your 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench and find the screw. Just fix the position and you start tightening down. Okay, now this will guarantee that your spindle doesn't move, and you repeat the same procedure on the other side. And we just need to install the pedals. Okay, so for the left side, please take your left pedal, and remember this is also a left hand thread, so you just find the position where the pedal starts bolting in. you're finished. Now to finish tying down your pedal, you take this 6mm Allen wrench, put it behind, and you're set. Now we repeat on the other side. Right hand pedal, same thing. You just get your 6mm Allen wrench, put it behind the pedal, and you finish tightening down, and you're all set. This is how the kit looks like. You see a stainless steel spindle with collars, and we're all set. Then, just in case you want to install back your induction sensor so the bike knows the side stands position, you just put through this hole the black tie wrap included in your kit. You just fix the position. So the side stand, it gets the correct position. Then you pull, and cut the excess, and you're good to go. And there you have your new KANIWABA pedal kit completely installed. Now you can enjoy. And you can drink the beer, of course.